Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat Shay, and you are watching Shay with the Hobbies. I also just realized our shirts kind of match.
I was literally just thinking the same thing.
I was like, that was definitely not on purpose. We definitely did not consult before we got dressed. I definitely picked the shirt out before I saw what you were wearing, so that was totally funny. Hey y'all, a few minutes behind. Here's the thing. I definitely was up wide awake way earlier. I was like, okay, I'm gonna lay down real quick and I'll be back up well enough in time to be up for the day. You want to make God laugh, tell him about your plans, as the old folks say, and that's what happens. So, good morning, y'all. I am here ready to write or whatever with my lovely co-host, and I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Hello, everybody. My name's Day. My YouTube channel is A Writing Day. Despite being a writing day, I don't feel like writing right now. So I've been cleaning this morning. Sirs, please go elsewhere. I just started a few minutes ago. The Spook Who Sat by the Door, the audiobook. So I'm planning, at least for the first sprint or two, to listen to that and do some organizing. I'm in a moving mood. I don't really want to sit down and write yet. So I'm going to listen to that and do some organizing.
I'm not going to hold you. I might actually take a page from your book and do that for the first sprint. Because I need to move. Because I'm not awake. Because I literally just woke up. Right. So I need to do that. And I ain't going to hold you. I'm actually kind of hungry. Because it's 9 a.m. here, so I should probably eat as well. So I'm going to listen to an audiobook as well. Now, which one I'm going to listen to, let's see, whichever one I'm the furthest in is the truth. Because I have multiple audiobooks that I need to finish before the month is out. And I'm the furthest in Not So Perfect Strangers by L.S. Stratton that I have been unofficially buddy reading with Samantha Maria. I don't know if she's here yet, but if she drops in here, hey girl. She posted this in one of the Discords we're in, and y'all, this book has taken me on a ride for the moment I started reading it, and I've only started slowly reading it because I am reading it and Samantha told me about it, and I don't want to go too far ahead of her. And now, y'all, I think I'm just gonna demolish this because it's about time. I want to know what's going on with these two crazy ladies.
I want to know how it ends. I've been waiting patiently for your update.
Y'all know me. Like, if you have just insane stuff happening in a story, I'm definitely gonna be like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm here for the ride. Even if I think it's like bonkers. And when I tell y'all, the people in this story don't got it together. Like, y'all know me, I'll be quick to tell y'all if I think a character is making dumb decisions. And here's the thing, I'm not a fan of abusive relationships by any stretch of the imagination. But if you're gonna stay in an abusive relationship, I just think it might behoove you not to do things to antagonize the person who abusing you. I don't want you to get hurt, baby. I just think you should be a little wiser about your decisions. Let me just say, not everybody use their noodle. Not everybody be using the little old noggin up here. And it shows. It shows. Elena, am I saying that right? Elena? That's what it looks like. So let me know. Elena, hello, new here. I cannot do both listening to music on my TV and watching YouTube at the same time. I totally understand it has to be one or the other. Paget, hello, hi. Hey, Shay. Hey, Max. Good morning, y'all. Okay, I'm definitely here to get some writing done. I have a grant application that I want to do. So I'm going to get breakfast this first sprint, listen to the audiobook, and then the second one, we get into work. So I do have questions for us. What are we working on today? And then let's get this timer. So if we start at the 10 and we go for 25, it'll be 35. Let's fix that. Y'all know me, my computer gets to acting a little wonky when I try to share a timer, so I'll have the time scrolling at the bottom so y'all know when the sprint ends. Feel free to answer the question whenever you have the time. It is not a rush for those of y'all who are new to the channel. Did you have something you wanted to say today? My bad.
No. I'm ready.
Okay, I don't know, your channel. All right. That's what you call yourself. Hey, whatever, friend. Hi. We're gonna see if it's some shenanigans or not, because black game is strong, baby. Strong. All right, y'all. In 3, 2, 1, y'all turn them pages or press play or write words or do whatever it is you need to do. All right, y'all. Here's the truth. The food and the audiobook were hidden. Forgot that the sprint was almost over. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did in the comments. How did my lovely co-host do?
I am 15% through this book. It's interesting so far. Don't have an opinion more than that currently. And I organized my yarnish a little bit.
Okay.
And then I'm doing some planning. That's me.
Nice. I'm definitely interested in what you think of Spook Sat by the Door, because I know, like, we were talking yesterday in your stream about not knowing a lot about other countries' history, and the reason I love it is I know the historical context of it and like how it's really the basis for the FBI's COINTELPRO program that they use to infiltrate the Black Panthers in the 70s. Like, this became required reading after reading it. So I'm very interested in like what you'll think, after reading it. Yeah. So I'm definitely intrigued for your thoughts, for sure. So I'm excited. I am now 69% through this story. So, two main characters, a white lady and a black lady. White lady's crazy, off her rocker, insane. UNHINGED, unhinged, baby, like unhinged. Okay. The black lady ain't got it all either, because girl, how this lady come to you and tell you, pretty much hit you with strangers on the train, I kill your husband, you kill mine. Your husband is dead now, lady. She's killed your husband. You take your smart tail to the police to tell the police that she killed your husband. They not listening to you. Then you like, well, I'm gonna go tell her husband that she gonna kill him. And you decide to call this man. This man ain't answering your phones, ain't returning your calls. And you like, I'm gonna go to his job. You gonna go to this rich, powerful white man's job and tell him his rich, powerful wife is trying to kill him as this random ass black lady. And this is how you do it. First, you try to just walk in the building all willy-nilly without a badge, and then alarms go off. And then you like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm here for a job interview. So security called them, and they like, oh, there's a lady saying she's here for an interview. And they like, ain't nobody here for an interview. You snatch the phone from the security guard. Your life's in danger. Your life's in danger. I'm trying to help you. Just tell me to have a seat. Girl, in America? What is wrong with you?
Seems like a lot.
Hey, lady. They can walk their dogs. Later. Y'all, I'm just, what's going to happen? Where are we going from here? Ma'am, I just, what are we doing? I'm worried for you, because now I want to shake you. And I feel bad because you already been in an abusive marriage for X amount of years. But baby, think, honey, think.
Say the name of the book again. A few people have been asking.
Okay, what's the name of the book? My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm sorry. This book is putting me through the ringer. It's Not So Perfect Strangers by L.S. Stratton. You like a good thriller, so I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. I have to put it down because I got to work on this grant application. So I'm writing this next sprint. But y'all, she put me through it over here. Putting me through it. Okay, Okay. Vina joined us in the last one. Hey, trying to finish Warrior of the Wind before the month ends. How are you liking it? Max said, reflective journaling. Probably follow up with fixing up my writing portfolio. If not, more short story collection planning. Love that for you. Also, I think your avatar is so cute. Queen Nadira, hey, how are you? Nadira says, working on my book 2 edits. Love that for you. The edit says, trying to cut like 20K words. Wish I am, because also this sounds like a future problem for one of my critique partners also. So I'm also wishing you luck, because I know that
it's not necessary.
Because as soon as I read that, I was like, I feel like I'm gonna have deja vu, because I feel like I'm gonna see something like this in the future.
You know what?
You know I'm not wrong either.
You're not wrong. Not even a little bit.
20K though. Woo! That's a whole short story. I know that's hurting. Sometimes you need a plan, which is totally right. Totally right. I'm still waking up. I feel it. But this spicy food and this, it got me. It got me. Which story this be? Yeah. Not so perfect strangers. Walk in the woods. Hey, Patricia. Good morning. I'm trying to finish up the book of John, and I'm organizing my bookshelf. Now, is the book of John like the book of John in the Bible, or actually a book titled The Book of John? I don't know. I'm asking. I love your sprints. Yay. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. Good morning. Good morning, Bree. Hey. I need to know what Shay reading, because I feel like I need to make a game out of reading like that. Man, Mags, when I tell you, I be reading some books and I just be like, where are we going from here? I'm not gonna hold you though. These be my favorite. Like a good thriller where I'm like, all right, because I was 30% in this book and I'm like, there's so much going on. How you got 70% more? What else are you gonna put me through as a reader? What else is gonna happen? This is insane. This is insane. Pup, it's good to see you. Hey, kitty. I appreciate y'all coming through. Y'all are so awesome. Good morning. Y'all are amazing. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Okay, y'all. As much as I want to find out what's happening, because I definitely am not done with the chapter I was in the middle of, I got to work on this grant, and that's important, because if I get it, fingers crossed, right? It means write and retreat. For sure. I mean, the writing retreat is going to happen. Well, not, it just means this guarantees it can happen sooner. Okay. All right. So, question number 2. What's been the most difficult thing about your current work in progress? See, I'm glad I had good generic questions the last time. I ain't had to change a question yet. Look at that. Look at that. All right, y'all. And let me adjust this timer. What are we? Oh, we at the 45. Look at that. So 25. Be at the 10. All right, y'all. And we'll do the 11 just to give us an extra minute. All right. And 3, 2, 1. Y'all turn in pages or press play or write words or do whatever. All right. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did in the comments. How did my lovely co-host do?
I did pretty good. I filmed something for a video, and I'm working through a workbook and making some notes.
Yeah, nice. Well, that answers the question I text you, so there's that.
Oh, sorry, my phone is.
No, I figured when I didn't. Yeah, so
my bad.
Yeah, I was like, how'd you like the workbook? But now I know you're doing it right now, so there we go.
Yes, ma'am.
There we go. Truth moment. I did get through that chapter, and it went into the other lady's POV, and it started crazy. And I just said, I'm just gonna keep listening. So, I did write a little bit. 125 words. I listened to more than everything. Where am I in the book? Hold on, the phone's on the charger. I'll tell you. I'm gonna say while they let y'all know, finish letting y'all know what she did, because I totally interrupted her without trying to. So there's that.
Oh, no, you didn't. I was just working through a workbook for a video that Shay is also going to be putting out a video for, and everybody will know eventually.
Also, if y'all didn't know, she put a video out on Tuesday. Mine was supposed to come out this week. Was a lot. Last week and into this week. If for those of y'all who are not familiar with my channel, y'all wouldn't know. But those of y'all who do, hey, chill out. Go lay down. Yeah, I see them outside too. Go lay down. You go lay down. See, you got a bucket. This little boy, because he just won't listen. But Monday made 5 years since my grandmother passed, and she raised me. And then exactly a week ago, yesterday, my sister had her. Hey, both of y'all, chill out. My sister had her first child, so there was just a lot of stuff going into last week that was going on. So this week just did not go how it was supposed to. My video is gonna come out either later today or very early tomorrow morning, just today. But it's a part of this whole thing. We've just been doing a lot of writing this month. A lot of writing, a lot of collaborating. A lot of writing and collaborating just this year. But I mean, that's what happens when you're critique partners. Y'all do a lot of working together and stuff, right? So there's that. But she dropped a video. We did this 24-hour writing experiment. Mine's gonna be a 2-part deal. Because what I didn't realize the first half of making mine, I'm very bad about marking how much time I'm actually writing, is the truth. Dejana was a lot better at that than me, is the truth. Now, did she practice low-key in January and February? Yes. And I had no practice at all. I just was like, I'm going to go with whatever For the Words did. Did I not pay attention to the fact that For the Words only counts when you're actually actively typing? Yes. Do you know how hard it is to get to 24 active hours of actually typing a story? Let me tell you, it's more than 31 actual active calendar days. Let me tell you that. Okay. So there's that. The most difficult thing about my current work in progress, writing that month, that's the most difficult part for me. There we go. That's the most difficult part for me. How about y'all?
For me, what's hard for me currently is trying to figure out how to order my chapters. I'm not really worried about it too much right now, but there's 2 stories going on at the same time, so I'm not sure what order to place each chapter in. So I'm kind of going back and forth on what I want to do there, but haven't decided.
Now, are they 2 different timelines? Oh,
I'm not into that.
Okay, and then sounds too much. I got you. But that's why, like, that's another reason why it can be tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Another reason why the trilogy I asked you, had you read? And I was like, I really want to read. Okay, because another thing of why we'll talk about it later. because that's one of the things about the one that I want to write this year, the one that Black No More inspired, that I want to work on this year, Black No More and Black Like Me, because they're gonna be in two different timelines, and I'm like, how do you tell that a two different timeline story accurately in the right way, and it's so intriguing. I do love dual timeline stories though. I do love being transported into two different worlds and seeing how they connect and whatnot. I think it's super dope. So I'm excited for that. Miss Maya says, getting the lore together. Ooh. I think lore and backstory are super duper important. And they are also very scary because it is so easy to get sucked into both of those when writing a story. So I totally get that. Time. I feel that. Hey, Pineapples in LA. Thank you for joining us. But time, definitely understand that. Balancing spooky with unsettling. It's been hard to recapture the vibes from my childhood experience. Interesting. I think this is very, very good because I've been watching Mike Flanagan to just understand and look at his hey, get out the trash, little boy. Why are you testing me today? It ain't even 11 o'clock in the morning. Go lay down. He's doing the most. Like, our dogs are just on one this morning. Just on one this morning. The way he balances, I feel like he does a good balance of spooky and unsettling for sure. Like, there are moments where I'm like, I'm on the edge of my seat. And there are moments like, that's just creepy.
What I love about Mike Flanagan is he doesn't go for the cheap jump scares.
Right.
Whatever. Like everything, it's atmospheric. It's in the dialogue. It's in the sound. Like he doesn't do cheap.
I love the music selections and the placement for it. Like in every one I've watched, I've said that was a good jump scare. That was a good jump scare. Like I've audibly said it after doing it because I hate jump scares where like I know it's coming. Like I know, okay, here I'm ready. The ones where I'm like, okay, you got me. You got, okay, all right. And also, here's the thing. You know how like in the Black community, you know, there's like the joke about like Black people will put you on. Black people are not the only people that'll put you on. Like truthfully, have y'all ever paid attention to like when directors really like somebody, they continue with you. Like it doesn't matter if it's Spike Lee, if it's Mike Flanagan, if it's Tim Burton. Like if they like you, you continue. Not just people they're married to, but like people that they like are in a good portion of their movies. Like when people rock with you, they rock with you. Like I noticed that watching. I was like, first of all, because I love that. I don't know her name and I'm gonna look it up, but the redhead little girl that's in a lot of his movies, I love her as an actress. I like her a lot. And most of the time we pay attention to the adults because adults are in there and whatnot. But I am a fan of really good child actors and actresses in horror. I am a really good fan of that because like children are really good at really great creepy elements, really great spooky elements. So they
can also ruin movies. So that's that.
Right. They really can definitely ruin movies. Yeah. And that's why I like her. Like she's really good. Right? Like he is like, I have been so inspired watching these movies the last couple of days. No lie, I've been so inspired. I got distracted by talking with hubby. Isn't that always the way? Patricia says being consistent has been the most difficult for me with my current work in progress. Okay, preaching to the choir over here. When I say part of being super consistent has been writing with my critique partner this year. Like, we have written so much this year, and I don't know about her, but I know I've written so much more in these last 3 months because I've had somebody to write with almost daily. Like, almost daily. And it's not like I wouldn't write daily by myself, because it's definitely something I do, but it's something I do more of when I have somebody to do it with. I love The Haunting of Bly Manor. First of all, I love The Haunting of Hill House. Here's the thing, y'all. When I say I cried every episode, and I'm about to cry now talking about it, because it just was masterfully done. And the twins have my heart. And oh my, like, dual POV, dual timeline of a story, and then all the echoes and getting the imagery, and everybody seeing each other at different moments, and all the I've seen it 3 times, and I'm definitely gonna watch it all over again. It's true. It's true. It's so and good. When I read the book, I was like, how did you get that show from this? How? Like,
You're a master named Mike Flanagan.
That part, I want to be inspired like that. Like, I see something like that, and I turn it into something that it's like. And then The Haunting of Bly Manor, I loved it because it was different. Like, I was like, I wanted it to be Haunting a Hill House, but I was glad that it wasn't. Like, I appreciated that it was something different.
I found the scares were more intense in Bly Manor, but like the overall tone was like softer.
No, the overall tone was way softer. Way softer. Like, Haunting a Hill House wrecked me. Oof. It was an emotional roller coaster. Haunting of Bly Manor was just very scary for me, but not an emotional wreck. Like, it was just that. Does that make sense? Like, it was more like emotionally, psychologically horrible, and then it just was scary. Like, so, but I loved it. And also, I will say, so I saw Haunted of Hill House before I saw any of Mike Flanagan's movies, because I just started watching them. It is so weird seeing all of them as family and siblings first, and then seeing them in all the movies after, because of the way they interact. And I'm like, no, I don't like this. I don't know. I'm still thinking of y'all as siblings. I'm still thinking of y'all as mom and dad. No, I don't like this. I don't like that. So yeah, that's my little bit of a kid brain in some ways, of forgetting that y'all are not these characters in real life. But I had a whole season of y'all being a family. Y'all a family in my head. Okay. That part, for all of Lin-Manuel Miranda's problems, if he's in a project, it'll be at least one other person from the Hamilton cast there. Right. This is very true. Also, on a random note, this is why I really want to see the play that Ancestor Morrison funded, that was like against Lin-Manuel Miranda, because she could not stand that man. I'm just so curious of what that play had to look like for how much she did not like that man. I'm just so curious, so I want to see it. Just a random, when you said that, that's what it made me think of. I felt that I need to pair a writing person. Right? No, for sure. Y'all know, if you've been on this channel any amount of time, I am the queen of saying, find you a critique partner, find you an accountability partner, like, find for real. And sometimes you got to stay on your accountability partner's head, because me and Miss Maya, we be falling off and then be like, hey, who you out there still? Okay, we're gonna link up this weekend. We're gonna link up this weekend and send each other our goals, because it be hard sometimes. But if y'all are both on the same page, even when y'all fall off, y'all come back together to be like, hey, we got goals. So no. And hey, on writing sprints is the perfect time to find somebody to help you be accountable. Like, truly. Okay, y'all. What was the last book that you read? Let me learn how to read. What was the last book you read that helped / inspired you as a writer? Let us know in the comments. And let's see, the 26th. If it was the 25, it would be 50. And so we do the 27, be 52. All right. All right, y'all. And 3, 2, 1. Y'all write them words or what you say? Not putting all our business out, girl, because I can admit that I don't be I be forgetting. I feel like I sent you goals at the beginning of the month, and I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think I looked at them again. Is the truth. So there's the truth. I'm telling on myself. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's write them words, turn in pages, do whatever to be productive. Hey, Joanne. All right. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did in the comments. How did my lovely co-host do?
I got halfway through the workbook.
Nice. Are you liking it?
Yeah, I'm liking it. I skipped the first prompt just because I'll do it once I'm done the workbook. And the second one I've actually already done about building your world and map and whatever. I've actually already done that because N.K. Jemisin actually did. I don't know if I sent it to you before, but a podcast episode that was over an hour long, and she literally just with this interviewer makes a whole new world. So I kind of used that when I was doing my world building. It was very interesting because she makes him make it, but she goes, I don't know about that. Just little okay, but that sounds cool, but how do they do this? and whatever. Like, it was a cool episode to listen to.
I know I haven't listened to it, so definitely send me that.
I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, because I definitely know I have not heard it. I definitely remember hearing you talk about listening to a Jemison podcast episode, but I know I haven't heard that episode, but that does sound super cool. You know, I also like watching live or hearing lessons live, like getting to see how that goes. So that sounds like that was dope. But you're liking it, so yay, that's good. I do think of the masterclass workbooks that I have, that hers was like the shortest one, I want to say, of the ones. So I would say it's not thick, right? It's like 20.
It's 32 pages.
Okay,
but
like 20, 30 pages.
The first few pages are like going over genres and her backstory and whatever. So it's not.
Got you. Yeah, I was like, I don't think hers was thick. I feel like Dave Baldacci's was like 100 or something like that. Like, I want to say one of either his or we did Dan Brown and Dave Baldacci's. One of theirs was longer for sure. Okay, I did get some more words. That one, I did finish the chapter of the book I was listening to. So now I'm on chapter 31. So I think I'm 80% through the book now. I'm getting through there. I did write some more, and now I'm at 482 words for the day. And for the question, what was the last book I read that helped or inspired me as a writer? Inspired me, it would either be the last three that I know that inspired me to write something or gave me ideas were Black No More, Black Like Me, and Family Lore. I ended up writing stuff down about those. Black No More and Black Like Me inspired a whole novel and world. Family Lore inspired like a concept that I wrote down. I haven't dug any deeper into it or anything like that, but just this concept. And this idea of things that we do as writers. So I want to dig into that a little deeper. As far as helped me as a writer, let me see, what's the last book I read that I felt helped me as a writer? I had one on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it now. Ooh, sorry for this yawning, y'all. I probably need to make me. No, I need to. I need to get my herbal medicine. That's what I need to do. So I'm gonna do that on this next sprint. Wake myself up. I'm gonna answer this question again when we come back around, because there was a book that was in my head that actually helped me, and I was gonna bring it up because I feel like it's a great example of craft, but I can't think of what it is. What about you, Dejan?
I'm gonna cheat and say the same answer that I said last time. The Salt Grows Heavy by Cassandra Khaw. I just think the writing was so purple in the best way. I loved it. I aspire to write. It was like poetry, but writing, and not in an obnoxious way. So I really like that book. And I also want to add, I don't know how this helps me at all, but I'm reading Solo Leveling right now, which is a manhwa, and it is like a true underdog story, with like a really cool concept of, as this guy gets stronger, he has to like deal with the responsibility of being stronger and the way he loses his humanity as he gets more powerful. I just find it's very interesting, and it would be something fun to write about or touch on.
I like that. I like that a lot. I like that. I'm trying to think. What was that book that was in it? Oh, okay. Well, so I feel like as far as, so this is not one book, but I will say the last series of books that's been helping me is, I will say, the reading that I've done or rereading for some of the Logan family saga. I will say that is definitely helping me with realizing how I want to tell stories historical fiction wise, especially with multiple voices and over the spans of time. I think that a lot of the stuff, the stories that I've been reading over the last few months, especially because so many of them are set years before now. I think I've only the thrillers I've been reading are only the things that have been set in the 2000s. Everything else has been set before I was born. Has been really, really helping me to figure out how I want to tell, how I want the voices of the stories that I tell to be. So I think that one, but that wasn't what was in my head. So when it does come back to me, I'll tell you. Joanne joined us and says, I'm working on finishing revisions for Project Sugar and Spice today and tomorrow. The most difficult part is trying to decide what length I want my chapters and wondering if there's too much going on in the story. I definitely understand that. Definitely the One Stop for Writers website. It has tons of helpful tools that help me broaden my writing and making it better. For fiction, Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers. Interesting. I'm intrigued. I like that title. Nonfiction, Rest is Resistance, a Manifesto. I like both of these titles. I'm definitely gonna handy dandy notebook it real quick because also I just want to say Steve is better than everybody else. Okay, all right. Also, that's not up for debate. If you don't agree, that's just you're wrong. Is the truth.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so the handy dandy notebook was a reference to Blue's Clues, and Steve was the original person. And so, but all of us who grew up watching Steve, and when they changed to Joe was the first guy, and they changed to somebody else, it was the end of an era, and it was just really not the same. Is the truth, and just was not the same.
Understood.
Yeah. It was a time. It was a time. You just had to be there. Okay. You just had to be there. All right, Ma, I know you're gone now. Bye-bye, love. See you later. Max said, for recent sprint, finally writing this reflective journal entry. Only 344 words so far, though, and still need to answer some problems. Hey, get through there. How do you get through there? Goodbye. How do you feel about another one? You up for another one?
Yeah, I can do one more. I need to eat breakfast at some point. So
okay, so just one more and we're out of here. Okay, no worries, because I'm definitely getting hungry again. So I'm right there with you. One more. All right, this will be our very last sprint, you guys. And I'm gonna just change this question from March to April because it'll be April in a couple days. So let's just change that. What's on your TBR for April, y'all? Okay, apparently I can't type. All right, last sprint. And 3, 2, 1. Y'all write them words, turn the pages, do whatever, be productive. Bye. All right. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did in the comments. How did my lovely co-host do?
I'm almost done. I just got to the section on surviving the publishing industry. So I haven't actually read any of that yet, but I'm near the end.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. So I got to 737 words for the day, which honestly isn't bad for what I'm working on because it's not necessarily word heavy. It's like going through and editing and working on personal statements and stuff like that. So not bad. And I started at 60% of the book and I'm at 80% of the book now. So 20% of the book through that. Excuse me. I did eat once. Hold on, let's finish this bottle of water. You could tell us what's on your TBR as a finish this bottle of water. Or not, that's fine too. That was totally fine.
What did you say?
I said you could say what's on your TBR while I finish this bottle of water.
I thought you said something about TV. That's why I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh, no, that's totally fine. I speak fast sometimes. That's, it's totally cool.
I was like looking at you like, what?
No, that's totally fine. I was like, she's just like, no, just drink your water, girl. That's whichever. It's fine. It was a productive stream. Is the point. I got stuff done. I'm hungry. Also, for someone who doesn't like doing dishes, I swear I'm always doing dishes, y'all. I was like, yo, they're almost all done. I'm pretty much done. And I went over to start getting ready, like, okay, I need to figure out what I'm gonna eat here in a little bit. And I was like, dang, it's a lot of dishes in this sink right now. So I'm gonna turn my audiobook on and do some more dishes. But I think I'm gonna just go with a sandwich, honestly, or a bowl of cereal, something like really simple, so I don't have to cook nothing, so I don't make more bunch of dirty dishes and whatnot. Cause I'm gonna get these dishes done before I get to April. Ain't gonna be no dirty dishes in my kitchen on April 1st. Dang it, shoot. So there's that. As far as what's on my April TBR, a lot of short stories, a lot of poetry because April is National Poetry Month. So there's gonna be a lot of both of that. The only thing that I know novel wise I want to read next month. I have nothing. The books that I'm like anticipated, they don't come out till May. There's nothing I can think of novel wise that I'm like I'm reading next month. I have books on Libby that I'm reading next month, but they're not like I'm just going through this author's backlist and I'm like, okay, I'm intrigued. I like. But that's pretty much it, y'all. So I don't have anything amazing on there. Just a bunch of Stephen King short stories, a bunch of poetry, and then I'm reading Jennifer Hillier. I'm reading a lot of her backlist. I'm reading some Shanora Williams backlist, and that's all I got, y'all. But I will be telling y'all what I think. Because there will be some. Oh, and I'm reading some stuff for reading his research. So I'll be reading Black Empire by Georgia Schuyler to add another one of his. And then I have not decided what I'm reading by what's his name? By John Howard Griffin, but he wrote a couple of other things, and so I'm gonna read some more of his. But that's also because I haven't put out episode 3 of reading his research yet. So since I haven't talked about him yet, I haven't decided what I'm reading his. But it's all tentative because y'all know I don't really put out TBR videos. So this is what I'm thinking about reading. That's what my TBR is, thinking about reading, not to be read, thinking about reading. That's TBR stands for me. What you think about reading? What you think about reading?
The same Stephen King short stories, some poetry. And I have 3 historical fantasy books, The Warm Hands of Ghosts, Poppy War, and The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And then I want to read The 3-Body Problem because I'm watching the TV show right now on Netflix. I want to try it because I don't know how much sci-fi I read. So I want to try it.
Okay. Let me know what you think of the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Is that what it is? Because I've seen that. I've peeped it a few times, and it's like on my. One day I want to get to that, so definitely let me know what you think of it. And you're like, if you start reading it, you're like, pick it up. I'll pick it up, and I'll pick it up. But that reminded me, one thing I do want to pick up this month is the collection of short stories, The Secret Lives of Church Ladies, I think it is. Someone has mentioned, a few people have mentioned that they thought I should read it because it's a collection of short stories and it's been adapted into a TV show, I believe, or a movie, or it's going to be one of the two. And as someone who writes short stories and is a Black lady and everyone's like, you should look at it and for collections that have been published. So I want to check that out. And that's one that I've been meaning to and haven't yet. So, all right, let's see what we got in the comments. Maya left, I said goodbye to Maya. Okay. All right. So Patricia said poetry for April. So Gwendolyn Brooks. I do not know who Gwendolyn Brooks is. So I'm definitely going to grab my handy dandy notebook and write her name down. Okay, y'all. When I'm writing stuff down to take notes, I promise y'all my handwriting look like who did it and what for, which is crazy because, like, if you ever receive a card or something from me, my handwriting is actually pretty nice. You also notice that I almost never write in print. I only do it when I'm like writing something really fast, and whenever I'm writing stuff to people, it's almost always in cursive, which is insane because cursive is by far faster than print. So weird.
One day you're gonna send somebody a cursive note and they're not gonna be able to read it because they don't.
And that's the whole point. That's why I don't talk to little kids. It's true. That's why I don't talk to little kids. I talk to grown people, and literally that's part of the reason why I write everything in cursive. So little kids being around my house, they can't read stuff. Little prying eyes. I know if you're gonna find my journal, you're not gonna be able to read it, niece or nephew, because it's in cursive. There's a reason. We like grown people around these parts. I appreciate it. I don't know. I was like, at first I was so upset when I learned that they wasn't learning cursive. And I was like, it's fine. Don't learn cursive. It can be my own little secret language. Also, not for that to have been a spin in one of Mike Flanagan's movies, that's how they knew that she wasn't writing one of them things. It's because it's in cursive and she was in elementary school. They weren't teaching cursive anymore. She's like, well, no, we thought someone else was doing her homework because it's in cursive. And the Ouija Origin of Evil, when he was doing her homework, and he was like, oh. And she thought he was like saying you haven't been helping with her homework. And he's like, no, like the penmanship, someone has to do her homework. She's like, yeah, that cursive got you. And then it went to Polish, which was even crazier. I'm sorry, ruining the movie if you haven't seen it. But also it came out in 2016. I'm the one that's late to the party is the truth. Okay, Max said recent sprint 1,128 words and counting. You better work. Come on, finishing a Kata woman. Okay, how do you like it? Because here's the thing. I love the Kata witch or I love the Kata warrior, and the only reason I haven't started a Kata woman is the woman that wrote the book just be showing her whole self on. Sometimes authors don't need social media. Is the truth. I do not. I miss the days when I didn't know nothing about my favorite authors. I miss those days because then I don't have the mysteriousness, the mystique. I like those days. Then I didn't have to be like, oh, you get on my nerves. I don't even want to read your book no more. Okay. Finishing the Nakata Woman, and a poetry collection called King's Daughter through the Woman of Colors Writers Circle Book Club. A Bed for the King's Daughter. All right. Again, handy dandy notebook. Y'all see how fast I'm not writing in print? I just want to, point that out. Took me a whole 30 seconds to write 4 words. Don't laugh. It ain't funny. I'm telling the truth now. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. All right, y'all. Well, we appreciate y'all so very much for hanging out with us today. I have kept my lovely critique partner for far too long. She needs to go eat. I do as well. We're going to eat and hydrate and mind the mess out of our own business, right? Mind the business that pays y'all, folks. Look, I get it, but I need to know how this mess ends. Right? That's why. So it's good. Because, man, the story was getting me. And I love Sunny. I love me some Sunny. I be having to forget who wrote it and then just go back into it. But anyways, we about to get out of here because I'm not going to hold her no longer because she really will let me hold her and won't say nothing. So, in 3, 2, 1, bye.